My name is Michael Jordaan. I'm an amateur wine enthusiast and I have a little venture capital company. And then I chair a number of companies like Woza and Mixit. The whole question of having a balance between the work that you do and your family is probably one of the big questions of our modern society. What I try to do is give it my all while I had my corporate life, and now that I'm 46 years old, I have more time to give back to my family. I still want to be intellectually stimulated, hence my involvement in other businesses, but the family comes first. I hope that as chairman of Wines of South Africa, I can bring strategic expertise. It's always important to have the right strategy before you get good at execution. The role of a chairman is not to run the business, it really is to set management up for success. And that is something that I've done all my life, and I look forward to achieving the same with a great team that we have at Wines of South Africa. My vision for the South African wine industry internationally is that people realize what a good quality product we produce here and that they are willing to pay the right price for it. In the process, we hope to grow exports even more significantly than we have done in the last 10 years and then create jobs in the wine industry. My wife runs the wine business and both of us have a passion for wine. We've grown up in the winelands, but it's not just about the wine, it's also living in harmony with nature and living in a beautiful place where we can create a legacy for our children. There must be a number of ways in which South Africa can ignite entrepreneurialism. We must have a greater propensity to take risk, and we need to see role models around us that have taken risk and have succeeded. That's the best way to get the youth to also want to be entrepreneurs. I believe that innovation and creativity is probably something that everybody has, and sometimes, unfortunately, the system, whether it's the school system or the way that we grow up, takes some of that creativity out of us. But in the same way that it can be taken out of you, structures can also make sure that people are more creative. For example, making sure that people who come up with good ideas are rewarded or just recognized in front of their peers. The most valuable business lesson, and it's probably the most valuable lesson in life, is that you have to always surround yourself with people who are better than you. As a young business person, I would say that I sometimes failed in doing that. I was opportunistic and just found a good enough person to fill a position. But in life, I've later learned that it's better to wait until you find the right person, and then everything else happens and all the problems go away. My advice to a young South African entrepreneur is to work hard, have patience. All great things don't happen overnight, but to take measured and calculated risks, not to be too afraid of failure and of criticism, and then the right things will eventually happen. The value of Destiny magazine, as I see it, is that it encourages entrepreneurs. It's tough being an entrepreneur, and often you feel that you're completely on your own. And what Destiny can help do is show that there are other people who have exactly the same challenges, but also the same thrills that you have out there.
It's a wrap.